Hey, you are a champ, Kev. 0-4. Again, just like the St. Paul Saints video. I don't know if that's been brought up on the show before, but let's fake a deal. Marcus Semien, free agent shortstop. He's still out there. Was a top 3 finisher in the MVP race in the American League 2 seasons ago. Kev, is there a team that he fits the best?
Yeah, Cincinnati Reds, he fits the best because Freddie Galvis is a free agent. Marcus Semien, sneaky home run guy. Put him in a nice hitter's park right there. He's been dominating in Oakland, which is not a hitter's park. So hello, Cincinnati Reds. You're still in this fight. And yes, Marcus, welcome to a hitter's park.
I'm going to be honest. He's 30 years old, and he's one of those players where I'm going to throw 2020 out the window, Kev. Right? Like, that's not him. And so I don't want to hold that sample size against him. So I hope he lands in a spot, and maybe he has to take a shorter term deal to like remind folks how good he is. I hope not. I hope he gets paid. But it just seems like that's the way this market is going, unfortunately, for players. Still youthful, Semien, in his prime. Yadi Molina, even though the age number keeps climbing, he still continues to just be a ball player. He's a free agent, though. It's hard for me to imagine him playing anywhere other than St. Louis. If he were to go away from Cardinal country, where do you want him?
I want him to go to Anaheim Angels, period. Both brothers have played there. They won a World Series in 2002.
Yes.
Benji still works there. Don't sleep as that as the catching coach. How cool would that be? All 3 Molina brothers strapping it on with the Angels. Are you kidding me? Hello, Artie Moreno.
Kev, you're the first person, and maybe that's just because I'm an idiot and need to pay more attention. You're the first person I've heard bring up Yadi to the Halos, and now I'm like, yeah, now I can see it. Now I can imagine him playing elsewhere outside St. Louis. Cardinals fans don't want to hear that, but I like that a lot.
Right.
I like that a lot. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's fake another deal. DJ LeMahieu, we've been talking about him. And, we hit on him yesterday. You know, the report that he and his camp are not thrilled with how negotiations with the Yankees are going. You wonder if that's a thing to put out there to try and inspire improved talks. What do you think DJ LeMahieu signs? Fake a deal for us.
I just think he stays with the Yankees. He needs to get back to New York. The New York Yankees need to stop messing around with this because, once again, this is DJ LeMahieu. He's a ball player, New York. You need ball players, not just pretty faces. So he needs to go back to New York.
The only player next to the great Ed Delahanty to win a batting title in both leagues. And Kev, like all the talk, because look, at the end of the day, we're media clowns and we need something to talk about. And DJ LeMahieu being one of the better players in baseball, not being signed yet, when it seems like an obvious and perfect thing for them to reunite and continue this marriage, being out there gives us something to talk about. Do you feel like it's just that? It's just talk, and it's just going to take some time, but ultimately he's wearing pinstripes again? Like, there's no doubt in your mind?
Yeah. No, I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that he'll be in pinstripes. I just think that they're going to jockey over that 5th year, right? The 5th year is what they want, and DJ deserves to get that 5th year. And one thing about him, he's going to give you everything he has. So there's certain players like, yeah, you might have to eat a little bit, just like when they signed Pujols to a 10-year deal out there, knowing the last 3 years, you're not going to get the same guy. But that's okay. Yeah. We're buying in on the person. He's going to make everybody around him. Maybe he's my little hitting coach to my younger kids coming up. And that's how you gamble if you're making these type of deals.
Follow-up question, Kev. As we started the show talking about the White Sox and where they sit in your mind as favorites in the American League, you still love the New York Yankees, and that is with the assumption that DJ is back. If he leaves, whether it's to the Mets in Queens, which would be wild, or if the Blue Jays sign him away and then they get better within the division while, you know, worsening their rivals lineup in the Yankees, if he's not back, then does that change your view of the AL?
Yeah, to an extent, because now you're taking out just that middle of the lineup guy that makes contact, that hits home runs, and that battles you. It's like that Jeter bat that you take out. There's just nothing that can get him out, and they will fist you to right field. So, yeah, it changes the lineup. And, yeah, I'd have to look back and go, yeah, maybe your White Sox are the team to beat in the American League.
I don't like that, Kev. I love that. All right, last one. Corey Kluber. Lest we forget what this dude was when he was the Klubot at the top of his game. And I loathe that we haven't seen him healthy over the last couple seasons. He turns 35 in April, just threw one inning as a Ranger, tore a muscle in his right shoulder. He's trying to work his way back. He's throwing 4 teams. Which team could use his services the most?
Sox Nation. Sox Nation. Now, you can't sit here and be 25th in Major League Baseball Stars ERA with a 5.34. So Corey Kluber, go to Boston. You and Evaldi, Chris Sale will be back at some point, hopefully the first half, recovering from that Tommy John. You got Erod over there. It'll be interesting if they can just get some bullpen help. I need them to start kind of like, yeah, we're okay offensively, but we need some bullpen help, and this could be a nice little sign for them.
I know, health in the rotation. I mean, that is the huge question, as you mentioned. Last year, the starters not great. The ERA 5.34, close to 5.5, which is obviously at the bottom of the league. So hopefully, all those guys get right, including Kluber. And whether he signs with the Red Sox or goes to a place that could also use pitching with the Angels, as we've talked about ad nauseum. But regardless, I just hope Corey Kluber is right come 2021 and beyond.